homeless lately, Slim. A lot of dudes is too. Shit, everybody up going through it, trying to figure it out, trying to see what's next. it seemed like it seemed like somebody said this too, and I believe it. It's like you either got rich motherfuckers getting rich, or you got motherfuckers going broke. There ain't no middle class. It's broke and rich. It seems like we losing the middle class.
I've been saying that for a long time already. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. What have I been saying? It's not a race war. It's not a gender war. It's a class war. And it has always been a class war. And the people that understand that it is a class war, they keep you distracted with the gender war and the race war. And so they want you to feel like you're running in the Victim Olympics so that you don't focus all of your energy on the thing that is going to transform what your family lineage is going to be. It has been a class war for the longest. I've been saying for years that the middle class is going away, that the middle class don't even exist. Either you're going to get rich or you're going to be struggling to get out of poverty. And that's why you see people like B. Simone. Look, most of these entertainers, not Slim Thug, obviously, I think he's doing well. Most of these entertainers, most of these content creators, most of these rappers, you wouldn't believe how many content creators I've seen fall the fuck off. Since I've been in the game, and I've been in the game for a long time, I've seen people spike. I've seen people close down their platforms because they ain't had no more motion. I've seen people not make the right investments once they got the bag. I've seen people go and start buying a bunch of shit that they couldn't sustain once they started getting more visible. I've seen rappers go broke. I've seen all kind of stuff. Honest to God, I've seen it all. I've seen people lose it, get it, lose it again. I've seen so many people fumble a bag. So many people are financially illiterate. And now you see all of these people saying the same thing. There's no reason why B. Simone should be sitting here talking about all her money is going into a fucking app and into her app to where you can watch exclusive content. Dumb move. I don't know who the people that's advising her, I don't know who any of these people are that's telling her. I seen the B. Simone thing where she was saying, I got money, but I don't have liquid money. These niggas need to come to the bag chasers. They need to come and get a coaching call. That's the honest to God truth. All your favorite celebrities need to come and get a coaching call so I can help them. And let me give a shout out to some of y'all favorite singers and some of y'all favorite celebrities. And shout out to a couple of different basketball players that's getting to the bag that decided that they want to come in and get in touch with me. Sent me a DM. Now I'm helping them to understand how they're going to move a little bit differently. Some of y'all are smart. Some of y'all are wise. Some of y'all understand what the game is. And you said, you know what? We're going to move a little bit differently. Everybody is going through it except for the chasers.
It seems like it's turning into either or. It ain't a three-way thing. It ain't rich, middle class, broke. It's broke or rich. So
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
That what it seemed like. I'm not nothing but Big Slim. I don't know shit. I'm just making my opinion. But yeah, it's been a lot of job layoffs. That's what I'm saying. Like I talked to somebody who was making 6 figures, been out of work, nowhere to find. See, what they doing is they swapping people out. Pull up. Why you ain't at the park? Pull up. I'm about to get this 3. But yeah, I think them people trying to save money now, so they getting rid of people with
nope, wrong.
Getting rid of the people with seniority, and then now when you try to get a new job, they don't want to pay you like you already put in work. They want to pay.
They don't want. Let me tell you what's happening in corporate America. Corporate America does not want people that are not productive anymore. So if you're not a value add, because we used to just have hiring, we used to just have government jobs where people would just go there and steal money from taxpayers. We used to have it to where you basically had corporate welfare because they had to get in good with the Democrats because they were the ones that was in office at the time. What's really happening is people with skill sets are making a ton of money. So they are willing to pay value adds, right? They are unwilling to pay hanger-ons. So anybody that is just doing a job versus people that are doing the job, it is a difference. And so it's natural attrition. They are removing people that are not adding value. That is basically a anchor on the company, and they are rewarding heavily. They are heavily rewarding people that know exactly what it is that they're doing is add value, and then they're leveraging technology in order to increase profits and revenue. That is what's happening in corporate America today.
Are you at beginner level? You know, and I think that's the problem with a lot of people right now. Why they losing their jobs? I think people trying to cut that money off. You know what I'm saying?
Now that we
the
passed,
benefits y'all costing too much.
now that we passed tax season, you're gonna see who, you know how it is. April, May, everybody start getting it. March, April, May, everybody they get their little tax returns, and then now you're gonna see who the real ballers are.
Y'all got so much seniority, they gotta pay you more than they would have to pay a young motherfucker. Like that would have seemed like. So it's like, you know, yeah.
You see your arm.
You want to figure out a way to
Rita over here looking like Xerxes from 300 with all of the bracelets and arms and rings and shit. Look at all this. What is this? This Xerxes? Xerxes had all of the gold and all of the Rolexes on and all of the bands, and you got all kind of jewels. Look at this fucking rock. Look at that rock. That rock is crazy. Get out of here. You about to pack my bag? Cool.
take the power out of the people's hands and control the power yourself, of your finances, of your life. You want to take the power out of other people's hands where they can control. Because being, they say they only give you $500 a month when you're unemployed. So to go from that to $500 a month, okay, let's break that down. Okay, so due to it being this situation, you need to have at least, I say 2 years rent saved. But if you just, you know, at the bottom starting, you need to be working on 12, at least a year.
Listen, man, listen. Let me tell y'all the truth. I don't know what kind of financial advice that he's giving, but I'm gonna say this. Practical advice. I don't think that you need 2 years rent saved. I don't think that you need 1 year's rent saved. I know that that's probably controversial because everybody keep telling you to save. And I'm gonna tell you to make sure that you invest. Investing, you don't want your money sitting idly and not working for you, which is one of the things that, and I'm not going to like dive into the real complicated stuff. I'm going to keep it very surface level for y'all. All right. Fuck saving. Saving is not it. Saving doesn't even allow for you to continue to gain wealth above the rate of inflation. All right. This is what you want to do. You want to really, yeah, I see him throwing a tantrum. Let him throw a tantrum. We're not censoring nobody. Let him rock out. Let him talk to himself inside of the chat. This is what you want to do. Fuck saving. You don't need any cash on hand. The only cash that you need on hand is what you're going to be spending for that month. Listen to me. The only cash that you need on hand is the cash that you're going to be spending for that month. That's the only thing that needs to be in your account. All right. What you want to do is you want to make sure that everything that you have is liquid, meaning that if you were to ever have a problem, you do have assets that are gaining. And think about if you didn't have, let's say you had 2 years worth of rent. What's average rent? Let's say rent is $2,000 a month. That's $48,000. Do you know that you literally could have more than doubled that over the last 3 months just by investing in certain markets? Actually, depending on if you took the bag chasers advice, you could have possibly even tripled that. You could have tripled it. So if that money is literally just sitting in a regular bank account, a checking account, a savings account, or whatever, but it's not sitting in your brokerage account invested, you literally throwing money out the window. Now, some people will then say, well, Anton, what if I run into an emergency? You liquid. You're liquid. You take something, or you take whatever it is that you need to get by at the time, because a lot of times we then depend on that money and we live off of it. You don't need to do that because you adjust, right? And so because you're liquid, that means that you have access to be able to get to it at any time. You have access to be able to get to it at any time. So as long as you have assets, your assets can be stock, your assets can be crypto, your assets can be real estate, your assets can be certain event. As long as you have the ability to get to money, you don't have to be sitting on money and letting the bank make money off of your money, and you're not making money as a result. You up 250K? I like that. I like that. As long as you're liquid, you don't need listen, savings accounts is for suckers. Savings accounts are for suckers. Anybody telling y'all that y'all need to be sitting on 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 12 months, 24 months of savings just in case anything happened, you just throwing money out the window, and that's the honest to God truth. You're throwing money out the window, and that is the truth. Savings accounts are for suckers. My daughter has never had a savings account. She's always had a brokerage account. All you're doing is giving the bank deposits so that they can have more access and capital to be able to loan your money out and make money off of your money. I never, ever hold on to money. When money goes into my accounts, regular account, business accounts, bruh, I'm not even sure. I don't even be having how much money I got in my regular banking account. I'll show you. I'll show you exactly what I got in my regular banking account. Now, my brokerage account might be a little different. I got $2,000. I got $2,800. $2,800 inside of my regular banking account. Now, let me show you something different. Where's the spending summary? Because I want to show you what I get into the account versus what I keep in the account. So let me see if I can find where's spending summary. Manager account. Why do I always have problems finding this? See all transactions. Okay, spending summary. Now, for June 2025, right? See it say June 2025 at the top. And that's the spending summary for the month. All right. So my point is that what you keep in your account to spend versus what you take in and what you send out, bro, every single dime that I get rid of it immediately. Every single dime that I get rid of it immediately. Immediately. I will never have any money inside of my regular checking account. I don't need it. I will never have any money inside of a checking account. What do I need money in a checking account for? It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. If you take in $250,000 a month, bruh, I don't need no more than $2,800. That's it. That's all I need is $2,800. $3,000, I'm good. And some people will say, well, Anton, it's because you generate a lot of money. No, first of all, I know people that don't even come close to what I make that got more money inside of their checking account. I know people with $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 inside of their checking account. And I'd be like, what you got money on your checking account for? Just in case. Just in case what? You planning on going to jail this weekend or something? What you got all of that money inside of your banking account for? The same way that you manage a lot of money is the same way that you manage a little bit of money. That's why the word of God says, first be faithful in little, and then you'll be ruler over much. I don't change. I never changed the way that I operated with money. I just got more of it. So the same way, my same mentality towards it is just numbers. You're just moving the numbers around differently. You're just moving the numbers around differently. I don't change the way that I manage my money. Whether I was making $10,000 a month in 2009, or whether I was making, $200,000 a month. It doesn't matter. It's the same principle. It's the same mindset. It's the same thing. I minimize the amount that I have to spend on my personal life. Everything that I buy, it got to be from a business perspective, because if I can't write it off, it doesn't justify it. And everything else goes into investments. %. Somebody says you need liquid, can't have all your money subjected to the market. 100% I can. Why can't I? I mean, I'm diversified. I got real estate. I got a lot of different investments. I got different companies. I got stocks, all of that stuff. And I'm not going to tell you what our strategy is inside of the Patreon. So we're going to leave that part out of there. I'm trying to limit what I can say because I'm not giving y'all no paywall content. But my point is that we have to change our mindset, y'all. We think like idiots. Some of y'all make a lot of money and you still living paycheck to paycheck. You living like a poor person, bro. You think like a poor person. When they say you can't, sometimes you can take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. I never looked at that as a behavior. I looked at that as a mindset towards how you operate with money. That's how I looked at it. I don't know. Let's hear what the rest of what Slim Thug's got to say.
Your monthly bills put up before you go buy some designer, before you go do anything, go put that up as a safety net. You know what I'm saying? Just in case some shit happen. How long it take you to find a new job? I think if you got a year of shit saved, I think in the first 6 months you should have to have a job for sure. Even if you had to take a lesser amount of money and had to settle for less, I think you just got to make an executive decision to take less after 6 months. And that's just how it got to be. Everybody got to save up, and everybody got to be able to get another job in 6 months. A year is a long time. It shouldn't take you 6 months to find a job. It might not be the one you want, but you know what I'm saying? That's how you want to live, at least. You want to move with that safety. You don't want to be in the mall buying shit and you ain't got a year saved. If your shit go bad, you gonna be having to call somebody this same month that your shit fall apart. That ain't it, kid.
All right. I'm assuming that's like Molly said, somebody needed that advice. Shout out to them.